Hey everyone, what's going on? Good evening, folks. It's the Flying Pig here on Flying Pig United with another little Manchester United evenings roundup of all the day's news and all the latest goings on to do with the transfer window as well. We're going to cover it all in this video. There's plenty to get into and also not that much at the same time. But we'll get into it in this video, guys, and give you all the latest goings on since our last show this afternoon. Thank you everyone for joining us. I can see we've got Bernie in here. Alex, what's going on, mate? Philip Chapman, Kingslayer, Duncan Belitho, Rosh Mano, Berber getting in here raw with the channel membership. Thank you, lad. I'll pin that to the top. Absolute Don. Shout out to Fire Up, by the way, saying we're getting nearly at 59k subs. Yes, we are, sir. Thank you very much for commenting that. Cockney Red, what's going on? Johan van Angeren, Kingslayer, Eddie Trooper, SG Bishnu, Fire Up, Ross, Nas, TC Boy, and everybody else as well. Thank you for joining us for the show. Do us a favour at the start of this show and smash that like button. Give it a cheeky little thumbs up. I just had a little cheeky little nap in the evening, was feeling pretty tired. Luckily, didn't miss any break-in transfer news of any done deals or anything, so it's all good. We've done our research and we're on here for the evening news. So hope you're having a good one. But do us a favour, hit the like, smash the share on social media as well. Twat that subscribe button if you're just getting in here as well for the first time ever. And if you're on catch up later, get down below with your comments and also hit that subscribe button. Nice one. Let's get in there then, my friends. Hey, Aiden, what's going on? Vinny Sal, Pogo Gamer, Johnny Gallagher, Scott Berg, DJ. Quite a lot's going on, actually, to be fair. So the biggest story I'm going to talk about first, really, is the Tyrone Malacia situation, because obviously he's expected to be our first signing in this transfer window. They probably will fall like dominoes afterwards, but at the moment it looks like he's probably going to be announced first. We know we've been working on the Jong deal for a long time. Christian Eriksen, I suppose he could announce which club he wants to go to any time, but it's probably expected more so closer to the week rather than, you know, the next couple of days. But certainly in regards to Tyrone Malacia, we're expecting that will be Manchester United's first signing. So we thought maybe it could be today. I mean, it could still be tonight that there's some sort of announcement from the clubs. But if it's not today, then, you know, tomorrow. And if it's not tomorrow, then the next day. You know, it's very soon. It's very, very close. It's more or less imminent. There's been reports, of course, from various people such as Marcel van der Kraan as well, who's basically said, it is a done deal, and yesterday he spoke about his own terms. He told the Telegraph they were not so complicated because he already knew what he could earn at Lyon. Manchester United only had to go a little bit over that. So all the negotiations done for us there as well, it seems, and we've just basically swooped in right at the death and just put in a slightly better offer, both in terms of personal terms and also, of course, the amount at which we were paying to Feyenoord as well. So pretty genius stuff, proper hijacking on the go here from United. So there's good comments from Marcel van der Kraan, who thinks that this deal is done. And it's just a case of, you know, really finalizations and then announcements and things like this. He also went on to say in regards to his style that he thinks he's going to have a great time there because it's obvious he's a boy who's really made for English football with his dynamism, fierceness and physical strength despite not being that tall. Let's be having you, Patrice Evran Mark II. Thank you very much, sir. Honestly, it should be hopefully a good addition to the squad and somebody to contend with that pie worshipper, Luke Shaw. And if we can get some good contentions and good competition there, that's good for Luke Shaw, but it's also good for us if he's slacking, if he's had a few too many Melton Mowbrays that week, and he's looking at a bit looking doughy. And if we can get Malacia in there with his fierceness and dynamism and strength, etc., despite not being tall, then you know, it should be hopefully a good addition to our that side of the pitch. You know, so he's great going forward. He's robust defensively. He's young. He's 22. I mean, can he do it in the Premier League? That's the question. He's going to be facing some of the best right wingers in the world. Can he do it in the Premier League? That's the question. Let's ask the live chat that question. Can Tyrone Malacia do it in the Premier League, folks? Yes or no? I mean, I don't think that Ten Hag would be going to sign him if it wasn't the case. You know, of course, there's different horses for different courses. He's not just going to be blind to the fact that the Eredivisie's not the same as the Premier League and that there's different attributes you need and also different experiences and all the rest of it. So I'm pretty sure that he can do the job. He's quick, of course. You know, if you look at his attacking stats from a fullback, he seems like a very good attacking wing back. Time will tell. You're absolutely right, Solskjaer. I mean, we don't know, do we? We'll have to see. He could sink or swim at United, but let's hope that he swims, my son. I'm not too sure, Pogo Gamer lad. Yes, but he must eat a lot of free bentos, says Robin. Vuti says Malacia is a beast from what I've seen. He's very confident on the ball, absolutely. Jonathan, you're right. It's too early to tell. Okay, it's hard to know how any player adapts to the Premier League when they come in. Sometimes there's players that come in and you think, oh yes, this guy's going to be the Mutt's nuts. And he turns out to be the Nits tits. It's not good, is it? I mean, people like Shinji Kagawa. I always thought Shinji Kagawa was going to tear it up based on what he was doing in the Bundes. Well, he was shite for us. And he's a good player, but he just couldn't do it in the Premier League. Same goes for some of these players like Werner or whoever who've come over from the Bundes in recent years. Sometimes, you know, in other leagues as well. Memphis Depay, think about a player that's come over from the Eredivisie reasonably recently for us. And he was not very good, was he? He wasn't very good for Manchester United. I'm just trying to think of others, guys. Bootner. You know, he wasn't very good either, was he? But that's going back a little bit now, guys. That's going back a bit. But, yeah, you know, we just need to hope that this guy adapts well and hopes that's the case for all of these players. So what United's philosophy, it seems, is, what our transfer strategy is, it's not to go and raid Premier League clubs. I mean, we may well get Christian Eriksen. He's been playing in the Premier League and has vast Premier League experience. But it seems that there's better value for us to go abroad and sign players at the moment, and particularly players that Ten Hag has identified from the Eredivisie or who've come through that Dutch system in some capacity, because there is better value there than what there is in the Premier League. I mean, you see players like Rafinha going for 60 mil and Richarlison for 50 mil, and these sorts of players going for that sort of money because their Premier League players move into between Premier League teams. Whereas to get somebody from the Eredivisie, you don't have to pay as much money. So it does make sense. We're getting a little bit better value for money by doing that. And long may it continue. I think we're shaping the squad quite well for the new season. Thank you, Ishor Mohammed, for subscribing to the channel, my son. Get in. Yeah, we're shaping the team for the new season. There will be an adaptation period for all these players. That's what we're worried about. Like, Will De Jong just slot straight here in there and do the business? He's probably most likely to, isn't he? Running that midfield, getting on the ball a lot, having played for a very high standard for many years. But some of the other guys that will be coming into the Prem, there's still question marks over perhaps Lisandro Martinez, if we could hit this guy in potentially. Wouldn't there have to be an adaptation period there as well? So, you know, it's not ideal. It is better in some ways to like go and buy a player like, say, Ruben Neves, who's guaranteed to sort of be proven in the Premier League and to be able to deal with the robustness and the tempo and etc. of the Premier League. He's been doing it for years. Same goes for a player like Tielemans. These guys would be good additions, but there's nothing wrong with us going abroad to sign players in order to get a bit of better value, and also players that Ten Hag's obviously identified as being great additions to his squad. Zayn Miyasi has super chatted in here. What's going on, Zayn Miyasi? I hope you're doing well today. Guys, can we please get a sue in the live chat there for Zayn? Rushmano says we got 71 likes. Nice one, guys. We've got 178 watching. We can do better than that. Smash that thumbs up and give it a cheeky little like spike at the start of the show. Let's blitz 100. Hey, Zayn, thank you so much for your super chat. He says, so pig, have you bought anyone yet? No, but we're just waiting for you to do the negotiations with Lisandro Martinez for the final amount of money that it would require to take him. And then we're also waiting for you to basically decide on personal terms with him. And then we're just going to come in and offer a couple of thousand more and then get him. So we haven't signed him yet. We're taking our time. It's down to you, Zayn. If you speed up with your negotiations, we'll sign him quicker. We're going to swoop in, Zayn, and I'll get him, lad. We're going to swoop in. But if you speed up with your negotiations, lad, we'll get in there, okay? So don't worry, Zayn. We haven't signed anybody yet, but we've got a few players that are coming in. Frankie de Jong, of course, will be coming in imminently, it seems. I mean, there's still a small possibility it could fall down, I suppose. It wouldn't surprise me. And then it looks like Eriksen could decide on his future very soon. He could be coming to Man United. Well, we don't know that for sure yet, but hopefully he does choose us. And Malacia is all but a done situation there. So yeah, we haven't signed a player just yet, but we will be signing him soon in a flurry, and we may well see other players come in. And we're just waiting for you knobs to negotiate for us, and then we will do it. You know, then we'll go in there and match it, or we'll just increase it slightly so they take our offer, and then we'll just see what the terms are. You know, listen to the terms and make an offer, dude. So don't worry, we're going to get this business done. But thank you for your concern, Zayn Miyasi. Appreciate your concern, dude. Are you eager for us to get our business done so it then no longer affects you? I suppose that makes sense, really. If United can get all of our transfer dealings done now, then that means that Arsenal can then go after targets that are not going to get stolen out from underneath them. You know what I'm saying? Also, Yuri Tielemans is another player that's being touted as a player that's interested or wanted by both clubs. So who knows there? I think he represents great value for money. I'd be going for Yuri Tielemans if I was the manager of United. Smash a 1 in the live chat if you want a bit of Yuri in Manchester United's midfield. Let us know. And I want him just to piss off Arsenal fans as well. You know, not only is a good player, Premier League experience can come in and improve us and help that engine room, which is paramount to improve, but it also piss off the Gooners, which is a double win. It's a double win. CZ Bam, thank you, bro, says definitely. Well, Bell 691, maybe it's alleged. So very much a strong possibility that we sign a couple more players in. Don't worry, we'll get them in there. Also, Master Van der Kraan mentioned in regards to Malacia as well. He said basically, you all know that if Manchester United are in the market and you're a footballer, then yes, you go there and not Lyon. So that's what's happened there. He was very close to joining Olympic Lyon. We've gone in and swooped in and hijacked the deal. So just in regards to Zayn Miassi there, I mean, you could just basically replace this word here, mate, that says Lyon. You could replace that with Arsenal, mate, and the same still applies. You all know that if Manchester United are in the market and you're a footballer, then yes, you go there and not Arsenal. You know what I mean? So it's the same applies, really, Zayn Miassi. Oh, Eddie Trooper, my son. Oh, wowzers. Eddie Trooper's become a member of the Pork Platoon, lad. Dudes, guys, can we all just please get a pork-related emoji in the live chat there for Eddie Trooper? He's become a member of the Pork Platoon, man. That is my second highest channel member tier, man. Thank you so much for the support, dude. That's absolutely amazing. Dude, Eddie Trooper, you're an absolute trooper, lad. You're living up to your name. Thank you so much for supporting this show and being an insane member there, dude. Let's get pork emojis in there. Thank you so much, dude. Thank you so much. Fire Up says we've got 5 likes needed. Drop a thumbs up if you just joined us, guys. We're nearly at 100. Nice. Okay, so thank you so much, by the way. I really appreciate that, man. Eddie, what an absolute trooper. So Marcel van der Kraan speaking very positively about the deal, speaking like it's almost a matter of it being done. I mean, in fact, he basically did say, he actually did say, you know, this deal is done, basically. But we don't like to jump the gun on things, guys. Like I say, I don't usually believe the transfers until he's stood there holding the shirt with the manager. Once that's happened, then it'll be a done deal. Or once there's good confirmation from a tier 1 source as well that that it is a done deal and it's just a pending announcement. Then we'll see, won't we? But I think it's pretty much done, guys. It seems like it was a formality. Okay, it depends on the time frame of how long it takes to get the finalizations done. There's, of course, medicals. There's, of course, paperwork. What it seems like United are doing at the moment is doing things quite reservedly behind closed doors. You know, they're not giving too much away publicly at the moment, anyway. So we don't know exactly a time frame on him. I was hoping it would be today, tonight. Maybe it'll be tomorrow, maybe it'll be the next day, but he's imminent in here, folks, and it's looking good for Malacia. So very positive on that player, and still positive on De Jong and, of course, Eriksen, which leaves us really with getting on to some of our other players that we're looking at. Just before I do get onto the other options, the other targets, and some more news we've got. There's been a bunch of this come out in regards to Erik ten Hag and his early sort of coaching style, and just some bits of information to pass on to you guys, really, if you haven't seen it. But things like his early doors coaching. He's been very enthusiastic on the pitches in general around Carrington, and he has created an enhanced mood. This is via Melissa Reddy of Sky Sports, and she also reports that Erik ten Hag is understood to be pleased with how the squad has embraced and adjusted to his demands, including the arrival time to the complex of 9 a.m., which was previously only applicable to youth players. So he's sort of laying the smack down early doors, and everyone's not got an issue with that. I mean, it's not really a big deal, is it? You're rocking up at 10 a.m. Instead, you've got to rock up at 9 a.m., you know, and get paid shitloads of money to train and play a bit of footy, and then do want to go home, get a massage, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, shouldn't be a big deal anyway. But they've adapted well to that. That's great. And also, she said that David De Gea is among those who have commented to staff about the improved discipline, standards, and Ten Hag's clear ideas. So interesting, and staff have been motivated by the early shape of Erik ten Hag's MEFC reign and feel he's already shown the coaching ability and improved dynamic they recruited him for. This is via Melissa Reddy from Sky Sports. So she also said that a repeated line that Erik ten Hag uses in training is not good enough. Give me the maximum. So, you know, this is the sort of standard that we're looking for. You know, he's always constantly looking for the best and the most, and he's going to be demanded of a certain type of player. I think he's going to be demanded of players who show him maximum effort, not just in games, but also in the training. You've got to be on it all the time. You've got to be hungry. You've got to show effort and desire. So I think he's going to be that sort of manager that picks the right teams. I mean, we don't know. I always hope that managers play players based on form and based on things like that, and often they don't. But I really hope that he is the guy to do that, and he does, encourage that sort of the ability for the players to have chances, even if they're not the sort of player that, like a Garnacho. If Garnacho is crushing it in training, giving it maximum, playing well, give him a chance. You know what I mean? If Rashford's looking ropey, like he can't be asked, playing with a face like a smacked ass, then don't play him. Give Garnacho and all that sort of stuff, that sort of man management. You've got to have that. Yeah, the good thing is we won't see him go grey, Sim. True. Well, he might lose his little goatee, mate, or something, and that might turn grey. You know what I'm saying? But he's understood to be pleased with how it's going so far, and there is reportedly a sense of positivity around the place. Just early doors. Look, we haven't even got most of the first team players back in yet. They're coming back in next week for training to start preseason properly and to prepare for the tour. But it's very good. It is very, very good. It bodes very well for sort of what's to come. Hopefully he's setting high standards in training. Hopefully everybody's giving their 110%. And once we can raise the standard at this club, that's when you'll see the standard on the pitch as well improve. So Erik ten Hag is looking to improve this side. He's ideally looking to do much of his business, of course, before the tour. The squad flies out for the preseason tour on July 8th, by the way, guys. So the first game is on the 12th. Reports coming out from, again, Malacia Reddy from Sky Sports, that July 8th is the date that we set off for the preseason tour. So, that doesn't leave us very long to get these players through the door, just over a week. Okay, these players can join up with us down in Bangkok or Australia or wherever. Of course they can, and they can come and fly in. And, but it's just better if these guys are in before the tour, before they leave. Come in basically when the rest of the first team come in next week, ready for pre-season. The likes of Ronaldo coming back and all the rest of the players, Varane and everybody. Once they're all back training, get the new guys in, or get the new guys in to come in at the same time as them, like it's the first day of school. So I think definitely it would be great to get all of our business wrapped up. Let's ask the live chat. How many players do you think we signed before July the 8th? That's when we set off for the pre-season tour and we get on the plane to go to Bangkok to smash up the Scousers, my son. That's what we're going to do. We're going to fucking absolutely blast them like a fucking ping pong out of Ting Tong in Bangkok. I'm joking. Sorry about that, but I'm just saying it's they do things with ping pongs over there. Shuban Stanley thinks 2. James Barring says 1. The Vutinator says 3. Palmeria says 3. El Professor says 3. So I think that, yeah, three's quite likely. I mean, if you think about the amount of players that we need to bring in, it's a lot more than 3. But if you do get 3 in before the tour, it means these guys are playing, these guys are settled, these guys are having that experience of being coached by Ten Hag, playing with the teammates, playing not competitive games, but playing games with your United teammates, with this United team under the new style, coached by the new manager, a handful of games before we start the Premier League season. So the tour is shaping up like this, my friends. Manchester United start the tour with a game against Liverpool on Thursday, the 12th of July. Then we got Melbourne Victory on the 15th, Crystal Palace on the 19th, Villa on the 23rd. And then we've also got Atletico Madrid, and we've also got Rayo Vallecano. So, and that's on the 30th and the 31st of July. So those 2 games are actually back-to-back. One day and then the next day. So that will definitely give us and Ten Hag opportunities to look at different players, because not all the players are going to be playing, of course, 2 days in a row. In fact, it'll probably be more or less 2 different teams. So it's quite interesting, actually. Just those 2 games in particular, it's going to be giving Ten Hag a chance to look at a lot of different players, and it should be quite an interesting preseason. We'll see how we're shaping up and how we're playing. Oh, nice one, Daryl Gilligan. He says we've got 125 likes. Man United all the way. Thank you, Daryl Gilligan. Nice one, everyone. We're nearly at 150. Keep smashing it up if you're just joining us. Help us out. Boost us up on the YouTube algorithm by dropping a cheeky little like spike on it. Cheers. Okay, so by the way, guys, we're very close to 59,000 subscribers. We're not far at all, in fact. So we're about 50 or so away, which is mental. So if you are new to the channel, you know what to do. Smash the subscribe button and help us get there. You never know, it could happen during this show. Possible, or certainly sometime tomorrow. So yeah, Eric Ten Hag's looking to get more players in, of course, but I think it'll be Eriksen. I think it'll be Jong ideally, and I think it'll be Malacia who are the three players that are in before we go away on tour. In an ideal world, we could wrap up a cheeky little Lisandro Martinez signing or somebody like that very soon after, but it's not the most likely situation. And we've got more on Martinez here, so let's just get into it. Oh, before I do, I wanted to mention Bruno Fernandes's comments. So we know Bruno Fernandes was speaking to a record over in Portugal, and he's basically said about Cristiano Ronaldo, saying that there's no indication that he won't be there when they go back on July 4th for training. So he's expecting to see him. He spoke to him a few weeks ago, and there's no expectation from him, at least, that Ronaldo's going anywhere. There's a lot of speculation linking Ronaldo with a move to Bayern or somewhere else. He's too vital to us. We need him, so I think it's pretty clear Ronaldo stays anyway. And if he does go, well, it's an absolute calamity, and I don't know what we're going to do, because that would just take all of our firepower away from us. We need Ronaldo more than we need anybody else in a lot of ways, because he's still good enough to get you 20-plus goals a season, and who's going to score the goals if we don't have him? So he's vital to what we're going to do this season. So he can't go anywhere, guys. But Bruno Fernandes saying as much. But Bruno also said it has to be winning all the competitions in which we are included in terms of what Manchester United's expectations should be for this season. And he said we haven't won in the last few years, but we will try all the competitions. It's something that starts from scratch now. I mean, I like the words from Bruno, but let's see some fucking action. I like the words. Okay, that should be Manchester United's target, is to try and win all the competitions we're in. In reality, closing the gap on the Premier League teams like City and Liverpool is our biggest objective. Just closing that 34-point gap down to, 10 points would be a good season for us in reality, because we are miles off of them. I mean, could we actually be able to challenge them this season? I mean, it's very unlikely. I don't see it. So certainly the Premier League is unlikely, but all the other competitions we're in, yeah, we should be looking at trying to win these competitions. That's how we get a successful season. We can't win the league this year, I don't think. We can't necessarily, we know we're not in the Champions League, so we can't win the Premier European competition. All we can really do is hope to maybe snag an FA Cup, snag a Europa League if we can. I mean, we've got to be one of the favourites in that tournament, just because it's Man United and we have got a good squad of players. We've got Ronaldo in the Europa League, for Pete's sake. We have the all-time Champions League goal scorer and highest goal scorer playing in the Europa League, Guff. I know he's 37 now, but he's still good enough to be playing for basically any team in the world. So, yeah, it feels a bit wrong. Yeah, Josh Lee says maybe an FA Cup, that's about it. Jonathan says we aren't challenging Premier League, no chance. I don't think so either, mate. I don't think we'll challenge this year. I think it's a rebuild year, restructure year, get rid of the shite year, bring new players in. But at the same time, we could have a reasonably successful season if we won a trophy. I mean, let's ask the live chat just for fun. Let's ask the live chat just for fun. How many trophies or competitions do you think Manchester United win this season? How many trophies or competitions do you think Man United win this season? I mean, unfortunately, I think it's zero. Unfortunately, I think it's zero. But it could be one. I guess we could snag a cheeky little Mickey Mouse Cup or something. Cheeky little Carling Cup. Carabao Cup. Paul Woolley, thank you so much for the £1 super chat, dude. Let's get a cheeky little sue in the live chat. Yeah, look at everyone in the live chat there. Honestly, zero, says Rushy. Nas, I can't read your comment. There's too many coming in, mate. Oh, he says, Piggy, we're going to bid for Lisandro Martinez in the next 24 to 48 hours, according to Dutch journalist Van der Kraan. Yes, I mean, I've got some information. I'm going to get into it soon. Thanks for spoiling it. But anyway, we've got plenty of zeros coming in. A few ones, though. Woody's optimistic. Vinny Bullock says 4. He thinks we're going to do the Mickey Mouse quadruple. Love that attitude. Berber says 1 trophy. Yeah, man, that would be a successful season. Even if it was the Mickey Mouse. Imagine if we finished 4th, but won the League Cup in his first season. That would actually be a great season for him, for the first season. Zayn Miyasi getting in here with a super chat. Super chat. Just saying thank you so much, bro. He says, maybe Maguire will run off with a lady boy when he goes to Thailand. At least you get rid of him, says Zayn Miyasi. Oh, my goodness me, Zayn. Fucking hell. That's what Zayn Miyasi said, not me. But anyway, Zayn Miyasi, to be fair, I was going to say I think he already has done, but I don't mean it. It's only a joke. It's only a joke. Josh Lee, Congratulations on your marriage, by the way, Harry Maguire, my son. Oh, 793 says, does Johnson's paint trophy still exist? Does it actually? It's called something else, right? I don't know. That's a good question. Any news on Lisandro Martinez, says Ashley Katana. Thank you for the segue, mate. Right, let's get into Lisandro Martinez then. Let's give you an update on him. So, according to Marcel van der Kraan, Martinez has his hopes pinned on Manchester United, and new Red Devils boss Erik ten Hag is desperate for a reunion with the player that he managed in Amsterdam. And there's some quotes here from him. He said, Martinez is very high on Erik ten Hag's wish list. Thank you, John Gorney, for subscribing to the channel, mate. Do what John Gorney's done. Martinez is very high on Erik ten Hag's wish list, so I expect big developments in the 24 or 48 hours, he told The Telegraph. Martinez will also have his hopes pinned on United, who are an absolute top club for him. Ajax will really cash out for Martinez and go to 45 million euros, which is equivalent to 38.7 million, or between 43 million as well. But that is the advantage of two clubs if two clubs bid. As we saw with Lyon and Manchester United, then it suddenly goes a bit higher. So it does say, you know, Martinez scored once, provided 4 assists in 36 appearances in all competitions for Ajax last term, while he has represented the Dutch outfit 118 occasions since arriving from Defensa Justiça in 2019. So, you know, just in regards to the relationship, that's all the history there is between Ten Hag and Martinez. It's understood anyway that we could be going in for a new bid soon. As we talked about it a bit earlier on, we haven't actually had anything official tabled yet. We know that Arsenal have formalised offers, and they've actually tabled a couple of different offers. One for 30 million euros initially, and one secondly for 40 million euros. So we just need to go a bit higher than that. They'll probably bid a little bit more. Arsenal, you know, maybe 45 million euros would get the job done. Maybe 47 million euros would get the job done. But essentially, Man United and Arsenal will probably be fighting out to get this guy. We seem pretty cool on it. We're not rushing. We're not panicking. We're letting the negotiations take place between them and another club. And then we are going to swoop in, kind of like we did with the Malacia situation, just slightly higher scale. So I think it's pretty genius. We've talked about this, but I think the recruitment tactics to do that this season of all, to not get bent over in the transfer market. When we go for players that we're the only ones interested in, it seems to be we get bent over for the amount of money that we pay. We seriously spend a lot of money on players needlessly. Whereas if we allow other teams to do all the negotiations for us and then we just swoop in, it's actually a bit of genius. And we're just tabling an offer. We're just rivaling them for an offer. That's all it is. It's perfectly legit and perfectly fine. But it's just a good tactic, I think, to stop us getting bent over so much. Most fraudulent players at a club, a trophy, says Chris Benoit. What does that mean? We got a corner Anfield trophy. Oh, I see what you're saying. Right, that's the sort of trophies that I got you. Right, so yeah, it's you know, it's looking like we could be going in for a bid for Martinez. We know that Malacia, Eriksson, De Jong are imminent. We also think that there'll probably be one other player coming at least, maybe even 2 other players. There's talks of Sergio Romero coming back as a backup goalkeeper. I would welcome that with open arms. I think he'd be a good backup for us again. Now Dean Henderson's gone. Makes a bit of sense. We did him dirty last time, get him back in. And then also somebody like Anthony would be a brilliant signing as well, over on the right wing. That's what we would be looking at. But me personally, as I was discussing earlier on, I prefer Manchester United to strengthen at the back. I think in the midfield and the back is the most important situation, the most important position to strengthen. If it was down to me, I wouldn't actually spend our money on Anthony. I know Anthony is an attractive signing, but I think if we spent our money on the midfield and the defence, we'd actually be a better team. So I think we have got quite a good few wingers. I mean, we bought Sancho in for 73 million to play right wing, and then we've also got Rashford, Elanga, Marcio on the left. So surely we've got some players there at the very least to be able to do something. But the midfield's lacking and the defence is lacking. Imagine if we were to spend any excess money after this now and spend it on players like Tielemans or spend it on a player like De Ligt. You know, we could really go all out and have some serious ambition and get some top players here if we spent the money there. But look, I'd be happy with Martinez and Anthony, don't get me wrong. I think they're good signings, they're Ten Hag players. It makes a lot of sense in a lot of ways. But I would still favour us going and strengthening the midfield with a new central midfielder to go alongside Dion and also another centre-back to take over from that human slabby fridge man. That would be the best. Zayn Miyasi with another super chat, dude. Zayn Miyasi's getting in here raw. Can we get some hashtag raw emojis in the live chat for him? He says, Pig, the player you are buying, no one has heard of him. Jesus will add 15 goals for us. enough to get into top 4. Then Neymar season after next for us. As we have the Brazilian connection. Oh my fucking God. What you're not telling us though, Zamiasi, is it's not Neymar, the player that plays for PSG. It's Neymar, the fucking janitor lad, who maybe you're going to get. But other than that, it's not, you're not going to get Neymar, bro. I mean, even if Arsenal were in the Champions League next season, hell, even if you won the Premier League this year, a player like Neymar's not realistically going to Schartenhollands, is he? You know what I mean? I'm sorry to say. But hey, fair enough. He says the player you are buying, no one has heard of him. Well, we've heard of him, Zane. We've heard of him. What about the player that you just bought, mate? Vieira. Who the fuck's that, bro? You know what I mean? Who the fuck is that guy? No, fair enough. I mean, not just the only reason Arsenal bought him is because he's got the same name as Patrick Vieira anyway. You know what I mean? He's just hoping for history to repeat itself when it ain't gonna, mate. So, yeah, whatever, Zane. And Gabriel Jesus got 8 goals for Man City last season. That's the best team in the league in like 28 appearances. Okay, maybe he did have some sub-appearances. I don't know how many minutes he had. But guess what? 8 goals. That's shite. 15 goals is what he's going to add you, is he, Zane? I tell you what, I think he could get 15 goals for you. I think he could get 15 goals for you. That's shit. Do you know what I mean? That's not fantastic, mate. It's okay. It's good. It's good. It's not great, though, is it? Thank you, Zane Miassi, for that, dude. ZX Flame says Jesus will be lucky to get 8 goals. I'm with you. Let's ask the chat again then. How many goals does Gabriel Jesus score for Arsenal this season in the league? There you go, Mark Oliver. Rushmano with a £5 super chat, my son. He says, Neymar to Arsenal Hollands? You would have to sell the stadium. Mate, it's so spot on. I mean, how much would it take to bring in, and also the wages that they have to pay? He wouldn't even go there for a start. It's not exactly an attractive place to go and play your football at the moment, is it? Under Mikel Arteta in the Europa League, etc. I mean, I know Man United aren't in a much better position right now, but we're still a bigger, better club. Playing for Arsenal right now is the pits. If you're a footballer. So that's how it goes, you know, but hey, it happens. Lots of legends getting in here. 10 says Diddy Hill. Hey there, Eddie's Football Waffle. How's it going, man? Hope you're good tonight. And Duncan Politho as well. Welcome in. Merchant, Man Like Ryan, Chrissy J, Chris Koo. Some of the absolute legends. Mancunian Bobsleigh Team, Pogo Gamer. Absolute legends. Thank you all for being here. Diddy Hill, another channel member legend. Shout out to all the Dons and Donesses here. Just going to take a moment to say, do us a favor and hit that thumbs up button. Help us get to 200 likes. Also, subscribe to the channel if it's your first time here, and get yourself involved in the chat with the legends, because we do have a big Q&A at the end of the stream, but we always dip in and out throughout the show anyway and see what you guys are thinking. But thank you so much to Rush Money for that. I can't believe the Arsenal Hollands, the neck of these people. You know what I mean? To think that they could go and get Neymar or whoever. Paul Woolley, thank you so much for your super chat, boss. Come on. He sent a $5. He says, we need a centre-back. Maguire can be cover. We also need help for Donny van der Beek. And EDJ also cover for CR7, in my opinion. Okay, interesting. Fair enough then, Paul Woolley. I think we need a centre-back. Maguire can be cover. I guess Maguire can be cover if nobody wants to buy him. Nobody will want to buy him, so I guess he'll have to be cover, yeah. I think you're right. Get a new centre-back in. Have Varane and the new centre-back as our main starters. And then if Varane does get injured, that's when Maguire comes in. That's when our £80 million slab comes in. What a fucking expensive backup player this guy is, though. You know what I mean? Just goes to show you how badly we spend our money when this guy's basically demoted to a backup. Zayn Miastri with another one. He's going, he just can't be stopped, can he? Zayn Miastri, you know. He says, Pig, I saw the new Beavis and Butthead movie. The Fridge and McTominay look like those two characters. Your club is a comedy club. Interesting, Zayn. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I don't really know how to respond to that, mate, other than to say, are you fucking taking a piss, mate? Our club's a comedy club. Have you taken a step back and looked at your football club for a while, mate? A club that's never won the Champions League, a club that hasn't won the Premier League since '04, and a club that literally has a cartoon Dracula as your fucking manager, bro. If anybody's cartoon-esque around here, it's the North London Bottling Company, my son. Just saying. Hey, look, Zane, I think we can both agree. Arsenal and Manchester, we don't have to be Billy Big Bollocks around here. I think we can both agree Arsenal and Man United are not in the best of places at the moment. This isn't like the Fergie and Wenger days. This isn't like when, you know, Keown's getting in fucking Rude's face. This isn't that passion. This isn't that, you know, that level of hatred. You know, this isn't those days. This is shite. We just got to both realise to stop pretending. Stop pretending. We're both shite at the moment, Zane. You know, although I think if anybody's shitter, then it's Arsenal. But certainly, we need to both get back to being better. I miss those days. Those were the best days. Those were the best days of football for me. When Arsenal and United were going toe-to-toe for it. Those were the best days because those teams were brilliant. And they were both teams that were earned as well. Not teams that had just been bought like fucking Chelsea scummers or fucking shitty. No, they're actually good teams. So, hey, well, obviously, you know, Wenger spent a bit of money on players, but he's had to get them perform. He's had to come into English football and be a revelation, etc. So you can't deny the impact he had. You can't deny that Arsenal team. You cannot deny the United teams of that era, which were better as well. But I would love to get back to those days, but it ain't happening. Oh, anytime soon. 0793. Thank you so much for getting in here, boss. How's you doing, man? He's loving it. Okay. So we got plenty to get into, folks, still. So Lisandro Martinez, sorry, I was on that, wasn't I? So it is expected that we're going to put in a bid for this guy very soon. More info here as well. Erik ten Hag ideally wants the bulk of Man United's transfer business completed before the squad flies out for their pre-season tour on July the 8th. United are strongly interested in Lisandro Martinez and have been doing due diligence on the situation. So there is something to say maybe we could just get this guy in for the start of the tour. It's possible. I doubt it. I'm going to say no, but let's ask the live chat. Do you think we sign Lisandro Martinez by the time we go away for tour? Yes or no? It seems like we've left it pretty late to be able to get it all done in a few days or a week. But then again, things can happen quite rapidly if everything's in place and there's nothing holding the deal up. Once there's an agreement, I guess medicals and things like that, paperwork, so it only takes a few days. So you just never know. I mean, I suppose there could be some ambition by United to go and get him. Mark Nurse thinks we do, and Nas Amida says no, so does Chris Koo. Man like Ryan thinks we do, and Batman Night Fan. You think 5 signings by Monday, Mark? Nice one. No, says Connor. Yes, says Patricia. Tomorrow, says Cockney Red. Yes, says United Forever and Vutinator. Heard Martinez is gash, says Mancunian Bobstay Team. I mean, that's a little bit harsh, man. I mean, I don't see how he is gash, to be fair. I mean, why would Ten Hag want to bring him in? I mean, for a start, he's had a successful season 36 times playing for Ajax, who had a really good season winning the Eredivisie and getting out of the group stage in the Champions League and was a good part of it. 36 apps in two different positions. He's versatile, centre-back, centre-mid. I don't think he's gash. I don't think he's gash at all. I mean, I'm not going to pretend like I've watched every single game of this guy this season. I've seen a handful of games. I've also seen clips and videos and just probably done a lot of what you guys have done, which is just look on YouTube at all these players that we're being linked to and stuff, and various reports and things like that. And he does look like a good player who's versatile for us. So I think it'd be a good signing for the right price. That seems like the right price. 43 million quid or somewhere around there could get the job done. Just a bit more on him as well, and just on Malacia. So Fabrizio Romano, this is the last sort of update we've got from him. We talked about it a bit earlier, but just if you weren't here, he says, my understanding is that these two negotiations are at different stages. Arsenal have already submitted offers up to 40 million euros plus add-ons for Martinez, while United are currently busy with Tyrell Malacia and Frankie de Jong, but have had contact with Lisandro's agents. He wrote in his column for Caught Offside. So that's the latest update from Fab, is that we're just trying to get Malacia and de Jong done, and then of course, when we need to move, when we need to act, if it looks like Arsenal Hollands are about to agree a deal for him with Ajax, then we just swoop in and get this guy. So it's not too much of a worry. All very, very nice. All very good and very nice. So that's the latest on Martinez. It's looking positive there that we could be going in for a bid. We know Arsenal are the team that's sniffing around in the most and have had those negotiations so far. But hey, we're still in with a chance. And like I've said many times, if Manchester United go in for Martinez and Arsenal go in for Martinez and the terms are similar, then he's obviously going to go to Manchester United because of Ten Hag. And because there might be one or two teammates he already knows there also when they come in. So it's a no-brainer for me. If you're Lisandro Martinez and there's an offer on the table from the guy who signed you from an Argentinian team and's coached you for a few seasons, or an offer from Arsenal Holland's going to play for that kid's party impersonator Dracula wannabe, Mikel Arteta, then it's an obvious choice, isn't it? You're going to play for Ten Hag. So if we want him, he's ours. It's as simple as that. If we want him, he's ours. And if we don't want him, well, I guess it's because Ten Hag feels he can get somebody better than that guy for us, which, maybe De Ligt is mentioned. Maybe we go and get Timber in the end. Who knows what's going on? But certainly I think this guy's it's likely that we go in and try and get him. But if not, then we'll probably see another defender come in somewhere. If it's not a centre-back, maybe it will be a wing-back, maybe Denzel Dumfries or something. Pig Alvarez is better than Martinez, says Pogo Gamer. Well, there's another one as well. There's another player that's linked to us as well. But at the moment we are heavily linked to Lisandro Martinez. But there's another player that's linked to us as well. Edson Alvarez, absolutely. Sports Further, hey, great to see you. When he says, gotta go now. So, thanks for getting in here, Sports Further. You don't have a wonderful day, lad. Drew says you can't turn down the offer to play with a slab and Phil Jones. Too much of a draw, that. Yeah. Also, guys, what do you think of this then? What do you think of this, guys? So, new kit launch tomorrow. That is July 1st. That's going to be launched. Rate this kit out of 10, guys. I'm going to put it there so we can see what the chat says. Paul Woolley, thank you for the £5 super chat. That he says, we need the board to give the manager the players he wants. Eric Ten Hag is the new Fergie. I see it. I'm old enough to remember. Love that comment, Paul Woolley. Thank you, bro. Yeah, and Fergie needed time. It didn't all come overnight for Fergie, but it took time to instill that philosophy, build the right team, and then look at all the success we had. So, yeah, let's give Ten Hag time, but I agree. Give him what he wants as well. Give him the players. Allow him the freedoms to sign the players he sees fit that will improve and play the style of play he wants to. 10 out of 10. 8 says A-Bub. 3 says Mancunian Bobsleigh team. 10 out of 10 because the badge says Twisted. 8 says Nas. Okay, I mean, my personal opinion is it's a bit shit. To be honest, I mean, I don't know. I prefer this season. It kind of looks like a mashed together of two different kits, you've asked me. What's that collar all about, guys? What is that collar all about? Get in there. It looks okay. Thank you, Cheese Doodle, for subscribing to the channel. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, just like this man has done. The yellow kit too. Yeah, I know. I've seen that. Like, it does. I don't know. I'm not. I prefer this season. I mean, look at this. Look at this classy. I prefer this season's kits. In all fairness, it would look dope if that team viewer stuff wasn't on it. You're absolutely right. Do you know what I don't understand? Do you know what pisses me off about our kit? Okay, so you see the badge. Sorry, not the badge. You see the sponsor. Why the hell could they not put TeamViewer's logo, which is that thing there, guys? No, it's not. It's that thing there with the arrows pointing either two ways inside the square, the circle square. Why could they not put that central above the words TeamViewer? That would make it look so much better. It's fucking, it's higgledy-piggledy, mate. It doesn't fit the shirt properly. If you put the logo in the center, in the middle, and then put TeamViewer underneath it, that would look so much better. You know what I mean? Smash a 1 in the live chat if you agree with me. There's this big logo on the left and this tiny writing on the right. It's not balanced, mate. It's not balanced. This is graphic design 101, my friend. You know? Like, all they have to do is put the box in the middle and then put TeamViewer underneath it. It looks spot on. Lots of people agree. Yeah, oh, that Chevrolet logo was shite, to be fair. Man like Ryan says, have a look at Arsenal's kit. They're nearly copying us. Looks like a girl's shirt, says Jeff Madrak. Maguire made it, says Lewis. United Forever says, yep. Chad Washington disagrees. Fair play, Chad. Yeah, or it could be put between the team and the viewer. Ah, now that's a good shout as well. Now I like that. You see, now we're talking, now we're thinking, now we're popping ideas around. Did they not do this in the design room here? You know? I like your style, though. They know jerseys won't sell this season. Yeah, well, the thing is, if we do sign a couple of more players now, I guess they will sign some more. They will sell some more shirts, depending on the players. Like if we sign De Jong tomorrow or announce De Jong tomorrow, how many people are going to buy a De Jong shirt? I bet there is a lot of sheeples which will go out there. I won't be buying one, folks, because fuck the Glazers, my son. Mrs. P bought me this for Christmas, the dopey mare. But but fuck the Glazers. You know what I'm saying, guys? Because that's how I feel. But at the same time, yeah, hey, look, if you want to get a De Jong shirt, that's cool. But I think De Jong, yeah, he probably will shift quite a lot of shirt. But they've already got the #1 shirt mover in the game. How many kids around the world want a Cristiano Ronaldo shirt every year when it comes out? They've already got the #1 needle mover, and that's Ronaldo. They've already got him here. So I'm pretty sure that Ronaldo will still be the most popular shirt bought by fans for Man United. Probably any team. So Cristiano Ronaldo shirts at Man United will sound like hotcakes like they always do. Sim says, get your shirt from Bury New Road. Exactly. De Jong and Malacia tomorrow, says Lewis. Let's hope so, my friend. Definitely, it seems like it's incoming. You think the kit is to represent last season, says Mr. Fate. I like it. This shirt's laughable, says Keygong. I'm not a big fan of it either, bro. I think it is a little bit on the shoddy side. It just for some reason looks like, I don't know, it looks like two different kits. I think the black lines on the shoulders, yeah, because we've got a white Adidas badge and the white sponsor, and the white logo on the arm, the sponsor on the arm, I just feel like they should be white as well. And I also feel like the collar is shit. But hey, look, it's like a homage. It looks very 80s or something, you know. It's like a retro vibe, isn't it? The white kit looks clean, says Lewis. Yes, my PS5 is the disc version, Asim. Hey, nice one, Rushman. I didn't even see we've hit 200 likes on the stream. Thank you, everybody, for hitting that thumbs up button and dropping that like button. That's amazing. Do hit the like button. Let's see if we can get 250. Also, hit the subscribe button if you're new, guys. I don't know how far away we are now from hitting 59,000, but it's closing in. And then there's the big push to 60K, peeps. I can't believe this channel's almost at 60,000 subscribers. Guys, we're 30 away. 30 subscribers away from 59,000. If you're not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe and help us get there tonight. You never know. Right, so the home kit will be launched tomorrow, and there it is, guys. It looks okay. I mean, it's a bit shit, to be honest. I don't like the collar. I don't like the clash of colours. I don't like the sponsor. But hey, what can you do? That is our kit. Just quickly then, folks, we're going to get into some of the other news from a couple of other teams and links as well, but we'll get quickly back into I'll give you a breakdown of what we discussed in the video if you just joined us, and then we'll have a bit of a Q&A, so do stick around for another little bit of period of time. But for a start, we've got some reports coming out from Spain. You know, like Barcelona are looking to go back in for another bid with Bayern for Robert Lewandowski. Well, Xavi is reportedly understood to have told a few players to find new clubs. This is what a report has come out from Spain anyway that suggests that he could be, he's told the likes of Oscar Mingueza, Ricky Pig, Samuel Umtiti, and Martin Braithwaite to seek pastors new during this summer transfer window. Because obviously they've got some financial issues. They're looking to sign other players. There's players there on big money. Ricky Pig only played 17 times for the team last term. Also, Mingueza made 27 appearances for them last season. But he did play reasonable amount of times and played centre-back, right-back and stuff. He's only got 12 months left on his contract, though, and has allegedly been told to find a new club ahead of the new season. Just a few players that are maybe being talked about as being sold or offloaded by Barcelona at the moment. So they're also looking to sell Jong, of course, to Manchester United, which will help them out financially to be able to sign some other players. But also Braithwaite's reportedly been told to leave. The Denmark international struggling for football in the second half of last season. You know, he did start last season scoring a couple of goals, but he was out for months and months with injury and stuff. He's only played 4 games in the whole season at Barca. And he said, it's been fantastic. I'm very happy with the confidence that the new keeper, that Kasper Hjulmand has in me in terms of at Denmark. But he only played 4 times this season for Barca, right? So there maybe could have moved a few players out, which just has some, it's not really news for us, is it? But it just has some implication for the Robert Lewandowski deal, and also maybe even slightly De Jong, I suppose. Also, Ajax manager Alfred Schroeder has revealed that Antony is still recovering from an ankle injury that forced him out to miss the final weeks of the 21-22 campaign. He scored 12 times and registered 10 assists in 32 appearances. So let's just talk about Antony for a second. His representatives, the situation there is we're having conversations. There is no official approach or anything yet, but we are having conversations with Ajax there, and it's reported at least that Antony's representatives are pushing Ajax for the right to move, essentially. They're pushing Ajax to listen to sensible offers this summer, and because he wants to move to the Premier League. And he wants to move to Ten Hag, essentially. So if we do go in for it, it's highly possible we could get that deal done too. But this is what Ajax manager said. He said he's still recovering from his injury, but I still think the next few weeks are important. For his injury, we hope it improves quickly. I assume he'll be fit at the end of the preparation. So, maybe that does bring some doubt into whether or not Antony would sign for us this summer. We're looking at a deal in the region of, goodness, who knows? Initially, we were looking to pay about 40 million euros for the guy. But Ajax have since come out and said, hey, we want 80 million euros for the guy. Well, that's not going to happen. But, that's just what they've got in for as a high price. We'll have a negotiation with them. But the price that they're asking for is just absolutely massive. But they do have no need to sell him, I suppose. Technically, they've already made a lot of money this summer. If they feel like he would be a better player to stay and help them do well in the Champions League and help them win the Eredivisie again, then maybe they just won't look to sell him so easy. Maybe they will look to get maximum cash for him. They know that United are looking for him, and therefore, well, it's quite a lot of money that they're asking for. But Ten Hag thinks he's a great player. This is a quote from also the same guy we talked about earlier, Marcel van der Kraan. He said that Antony Ten Hag thinks he's a great player, but he knows he's too expensive at the moment, and that Frankie de Jong is more of an important player for him than Antony. So definitely focusing on him. He says it's important to clarify that Man United are focused on Frankie de Jong in the direct talks with Barcelona, but they're also negotiating with other players. The club is active on multiple deals, including discussions with Ajax on Timber, Lisandro Martinez, and Antony. So, you know, we are having these conversations, but if Antony's injured out for a couple of weeks anyway, I mean, that's not a player you're going to see rushed in. He could be somebody that I guess would be signed towards the end of the window. And if maybe it would suit Man United on this occasion, just for that position, and for the fact that he maybe is carrying an ankle injury for a couple of weeks, maybe it would suit us down to the ground to just bring that guy in right near the end of the window. I don't usually say that, but just because then he will probably get him for a bit cheaper. They'll look to get the maximum price they can get for him. If this window slams shut, then they won't be able to sell him. So if they want to sell him and get the money, that's maybe the time to do it. But hey, look, hopefully we can get some players in earlier. But I'm just saying there, if he's got the injury and if he's obviously not 100% fit also, and there's medicals and things you have to pass, and the price that they're asking for right now is massive. So you want to play a little bit of a long game, I suppose, to try and get that down to a minimum. So we might see that one drag on a little bit, but still he is linked. Also, just a couple of players linked to Manchester United that could be outgoing. Well, not necessarily outgoing. It's understood that Ten Hag's going to give everybody a fair chance. So we have some reports here that say Aaron Wan-Bissaka will be given the chance to impress in pre-season before a finals decision is made. And in regards to players like Scott McTominay, also there's an understanding that we're not looking to sell him, according to the Times. Newcastle United may well be interested in him, but I don't think there's many clubs queuing up for Scott McTominay. I don't think he's going to be going anywhere. I mean, he's made now 170 appearances for Man United, which is pretty incredible since debuting in 2017. That's a lot of games. 170 appearances Scott McTominay's played. He's got 3 years left on his contract with an option of an additional 12 months as well. I mean, he played 37 times across all competitions, but he only contributed 2 goals, 1 assist. He's had a poor season, guys, just like most of the other team. Maybe he could do well. He's not the oldest player. He's still got time to develop, and I guess he could be good, but it's alleged, there's some reports here that allege that Scott McTominay is considered an important player for Ten Hag. In the sense that he's here, he's a United player, he's got a bit of passion about him, a bit of physicality. Maybe Ten Hag could coach him well into a good player. Let's hope so. But certainly De Jong coming in, and if we did sign another midfielder, well, already with De Jong coming in, Scott McTominay's place in the side is going to be limited. That's got to be said. We're not going to have that much game time for Scott McTominay if De Jong comes in, because the midfield will likely consist of De Jong plus somebody else. Maybe a new signing, but if not, then maybe Fred or maybe Donny van der Beek I could see as being a midfield duo behind Bruno Fernandes, something like that. Maybe Scott McTominay would be the guy, but I just don't see it, guys. I don't see how he's going to get much game time. Let's ask the chat. Does Scott McTominay get into a Ten Hag side? Yes or no? Let's know your thoughts. To me, he's going to struggle, really, folks. He's really going to struggle with new players coming in. Also, De Jong's going to be a shoo-in every single game, which only leaves really one other sort of, midfielder to come in there. No, says Jay Gill. Yes, says Edgar. No, says Duncan. McFrankie. McFrankie, says Johan. I like that. K-Cadet says he would accept Scott McTominay as a squad player, but defo not a starter. Yeah, I agree with that. Fair enough. As a backup rotation player, he can come in and do a job. He has got the right sort of attitude. He has got the right sort of passion. He's just a bit technically gashed, that's all. No, says Eddie's Football Waffle. Yes, says United Forever. Hope not, says Malps. Yes, says NK Shooter. Okay, fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't be bothered to see him sold. I don't think anybody's buying Scott McTominay off us, though, at the moment. But let's just say Ten Hag has his preseason and decides, well, I don't really need Scott McTominay, or we do sign a Tielemans. If United did manage to do something crazy like sign another midfielder as well, or not even a Tielemans, but maybe a Sangare or something like that, just at midfielder, what does that really mean for a player like Scott McTominay? It probably means like he's gone, doesn't it? I mean, I like McTominay's attitude, but if you look at what he's done the last few seasons, he's been consistently bang average. Even like, he's not like had a standout season in any of those seasons, really. He's been quite bang average the whole time. Thank you, United I Die says, wayward words are pig. Thank you so much. And also, same goes for Anthony Martial, folks. He is understood to be a player that Eric Ten Hag wants to have a look at in pre-season. not just pre-decide whether or not to sell him or keep him. Apparently Ten Hag's open-minded in regards to Martial, and that he's actually been an admirer of Martial and perhaps would be looking forward to working with him. So this is just some reports and speculative stuff that's coming out, but hopefully he could get a player like that back on track. I think with the forwards that we've got up there at the moment, we probably need to keep Tony around, and hopefully Ten Hag can get him back to being a really, really good player. So we'll have a look at some of these players in pre-season. So will Ten Hag. He will expect certain effort levels from these guys. Some of them will be doing big business. Some of these players will be trying to impress, by putting in big performances for Ten Hag in pre-season. And some of them will not be asked because some of them maybe don't have the right mentality. And Ten Hag's standards seem to be quite high. Ten Hag likes to keep his players, working very hard in training and in matches, constant energy, all that sort of stuff. So if these players are not doing it, then they'll get sacked off pretty soon. And that goes for Tony Martial also. There's also an understanding that if a big bid did come in for Tony, or a reasonable bid came in for Tony Martial, then it's likely that we would sell him just because, well, we can maybe use the money elsewhere, put it towards an Anthony-type signing. Maybe Ten Hag can then shape his side a little bit more. But at the moment, Martial's not expected to go anywhere. And even some of these other players that we talked about that could be sold, such as Wan-Bissaka, McTominay, Telles, there's nothing concrete on any of those at the moment. No offers. But the only concrete offers we've got properly at the moment, obviously the Dean Henderson loan and Andreas Pereira from Fulham, and also Flamengo are possibly interested in matching it. But other than that, there's not too much going on there from Manchester United. There are some links with maybe Tahith Chong to Feyenoord and things like this. So there's going to be some players that are going to be cleared out. I certainly think that we could do with getting rid of a few more players, the likes of Phil Jones, Bailly. They're sort of surplus to requirements. Dallo, I'm not overly bothered about a lot of the players we've got on the back, in all fairness. So there's an expectation that players will stay. But there's also a thought that one or two could be going out in the summer, depending on how the preseason goes. Ten Hag's probably going to give everyone a clean slate and just let everybody have a chance to impress and have a chance to keep their place in the team, I suppose, and to fight for their place. That's nice, to be fair. I'd like to see that. And look, that goes for everybody, even Slabby Maguire, unless, of course, somebody gets their mind changed by a big offer coming in. Let's face it, if Leicester wanted Harry Maguire back for 40 mil, I'm sure Ten Hag would snap old Brendan's hand off for it. You know what I mean? So it depends on a bunch of factors, but probably not too many players going out other than the real fringe gash players, such as the likes of Pereira, etc. Right, folks, I'm just going to do a quick rundown of what we've discussed tonight then, and then we're going to get into the Q&A for a bit of a Q&A. I'll be back on at 11:30ish for FIFA also. But let's get in there raw with a little update. There's the new kit, folks. It looks kind of gas-tastic, but that's being launched tomorrow. In regards to Malacia and that current situation, it's all but done. It's not done at the moment, but it is all but done. Marcel van der Kraan told the Telegraph in the Netherlands that the deal is done. And yesterday he spoke about his own terms. They were not so complicated because he already knew what he could earn at Lyon. Manchester United only had to go a little bit over that. And it was reported that he was earning £13,000 a week at Feyenoord. So, we're not talking about a huge amount of money that United are paying him either. Probably triple that. But, man, still great big boost for him. But probably triple the money. It's a good, cheap deal all round for Manchester United. We don't know how much he'll be paid weekly, but 40k, 50k, 60k tops. The sort of money he'll be getting. And then just in regards to what he said on Tyrone Malacia to United, he said, I think he's going to have a great time there because it's obvious he's a boy who's really made for English football with his dynamism, fierceness and physical strength despite not being tall. Future Patrice Evra 2.0, basically. Marcel van der Kraan also said, you all know that if Manchester United are in the market and you are a footballer, then yes, you go there and not Lyon. So pretty clear that this guy's decision is an easy one to come to Manchester United and to play with a Dutch contingent as well under Ten Hag. It just makes all perfect sense in the world. So he's not quite done yet. Excuse me, guys, that Rubicon is gassy. I was hoping for the news to come out tonight that Tyrone Malacia would be signed. It doesn't look like it's going to. It's 11:03 now. You never know. But it'll probably be tomorrow that there's an announcement of an agreement. And if it's not tomorrow, then it could be the next day. It'll be very soon, though, folks. I mean, the time frame yesterday when we heard about it was at 24 to 48 hours. So we still got another 24 hours left, really, until our expected time frame is done. And even if it's not announced by then, don't panic, guys. Don't panic because it's basically done. It's not, I mean, we don't like to say that, but it's more or less, we've got confirmation from people here that he's essentially chose Manchester United, that there's not an issue with the wages. All that's going to, be decided on is a medical and also finalizations of contract terms, future fees, future sell-on clause, possibly, whatever. All these things, you never know. I don't think they do want any of that business, actually. I think we've already agreed a term, the 15 million euros plus 2 in add-ons with the club. But certainly, the agent fees and all that sort of stuff need working out and need deciding. So Malacia is progressing really nicely, folks. Hopefully that'll be tomorrow. We're getting there, Lucky Singh. There, he said yes, mate. Come on. The man from the Orange, he said yes. Hey, welcome in there, Thomas Hopkins. Good evening to you as well, bud. And UK Nation PS4 Gamer, how's it going? Abdi Limax says tomorrow is what they were waiting for. Absolutely, indeed. Jeanette Pugh says, anyone want to buy £25 United shirts? Bury New Manchester Road next to my old home, Strangeways. Charlie Anthony, thank you so much for your £5 super chat, lad. He says the Dutch Stone Cold will either turn the players around or in the case of Phil Jones, he will receive a Stone Cold stunner. And that's the bottom line. Because Charlie Anthony says so. Mate, thank you so much, dude. Can we get a sue in the chat there for Charlie Anthony? Much love to you, bro. Thank you very much for your super chat there, man. Right, also, just a rundown of the Bruno situation. He's been speaking to Record in Portugal. He said that he's got no expectation of anything other than Ronaldo being at training on July 4th. He's expecting he'll be there for the new season. He also said that he expects that, the expectations for United this season has to be winning competitions, all the competitions in which we're included. We haven't won in the last few years, but we'll try all the competitions. It's something that starts from scratch. Oh, Aaron, thank you so much for the Sausage Soldier Legend for 27 months for your highlighted member comment that says, Pig, you missed Kate Cadet Super Chat. Oh, no. Dude, I'm so sorry, Kate Cadet. Aaron, thank you so much for using your highlighted member comment to highlight another person's Super Chat there, you legend. Thank you very much, and thank you for supporting the show for 27 months as a Sausage Soldier. That is absolutely amazing, mate. Guys, please can we get a big time 27 and a love heart in there for Aaron. That is amazing, man. Thank you so much for supporting the show as a sausage soldier all that time. Shout out to you and Mary, man. Absolute legends. Salt the earth. K Cadet, where are you, my son? K Cadet, where's your super chat, boss? I missed... How did I do it? I can't see it still, guys. It doesn't want me to read K Cadet's super chat, oh, that's for sure. All right, I'll have to find it another way, but it's not showing up there. Anyway, thank you so much, Aaron, for that. Really, really appreciate you, bud. 2 seconds and I'll find it. I have to go through do it the old-fashioned way. So, Mr. Cake Cadet. Oh, he's... It says super pig. I'm so sorry I missed that, Cake Cadet. Thank you so much. Can we get another sue in the chat there for Cake Cadet? Thank you, boss. Okay, and then also... And thank you, Aaron. And just in regards to the new kit, there it is there. Martinez situation, we have an update on him also. According to Van der Kraan, Martinez has his hopes pinned on United. And new Red Devils boss Erik ten Hag is desperate for a reunion with the player that he managed in Amsterdam. This is what he said. He said, Martinez is very high on Erik ten Hag's wish list, so I expect big developments in the next 24 or 48 hours, he told the Telegraph. Martinez will also have his hopes pinned on United, who are an absolute top club for him. Ajax will really cash out for Martinez and that he'll go for between 45 million euros and 50 million euros. But that is the advantage of two clubs' bid. As we saw with Lyon and Manchester United, then it suddenly goes a bit higher. So there's a positive update. Looks like we could be going in for Martinez very soon. Lissandro Martinez, with that relationship, that understanding that he's got with Ten Hag, it does make a little bit of sense. Oh, no worries, Kate. Thank you so much. He says it really wasn't worth finding it, to be fair. No, it was, man, just to say thank you for sending it. I missed it. Sorry I missed it, bud. I melted. Yes, I will be doing another Premier League prediction video, Thomas Hopkins. Oh, nice one. We just smashed 250 likes, guys. Appreciate you all for showing your support and dropping a like. If you haven't dropped a like, ask yourself why. Hang your head in shame, my friends. Give your head a wobble. Stop being a hater and drop that thumbs up. It's free. You might as well hit it, and it also helps us out and helps us compete with the clickbait wankers, etc. So drop a thumbs up, hit the subscribe, and all that stuff as well. Get yourself involved. We'll be back on tomorrow with all the latest updates for the window. Hopefully some news of some signings. We've been saying that for the past 3 or 4 days now. Hopefully tomorrow's the day. But hopefully tomorrow's the day, guys. Hopefully tomorrow's the day where we do get some new people in. So Martinez situation looking good. Also, Ten Hag, this is from Melissa Reddy, says Ten Hag ideally wants the bulk of MUFC's transfer business completed before the squad flies out for their preseason tour on July 8th. United are strongly interested in Lisandro Martinez and have been doing due diligence on the situation. So we may well bid for Martinez. It's possible, I suppose, we could get him in as well, but certainly looks like we want as many players in as possible before the July 8th plane to Bangkok. So we want to be getting Ericsson in, we want to be getting Jong in and announced, we want to be getting Malacia over the line, and hopefully one other player, maybe a cheeky little Martinez in an ideal world. But hey, look, we're not holding out too much hope that they can be done before then. But certainly 3 of them should be. And then also just finally, guys, that's basically it. So there's the news of the evening. Nothing concrete in terms of, oh, we've got a done deal 100%, but more or less imminent, the Malacia deal. And then De Jong, God, well, it seems like it's going to get done. I mean, there's supposedly an agreement in principle there. It seems like it's going to get done, but it's still slow as all hell, isn't it? Still unable to get it announced or over the line. And hopefully tomorrow's a day. Hopefully, if not, it will be in a few days. But look, De Jong's situation growing more and more frustrating yet again. Just get the guy in. Just get the deal done now. I mean, what does it actually take now? How long do these negotiations take to get a few poxy add-ons sorted out, etc.? It's a debacle. And then Christian Eriksen, he's hopefully going to announce who he's going to go to soon, and hopefully it'll be United. That's the evening's news, everyone. I'm going to get into the live chat for a bit of a Q&A now, so do stick around for a little while. We're going to just read out a bunch of comments. And thank you, everyone who's been watching the stream tonight. Hit the subscribe, hit the like, have your say in the chat now. It's Q&A time, so do get yourself involved with the legends. Nice. I missed Charlie Anthony's. I don't think I did, Vooty. I don't think I did miss Charlie Anthony's super chat, did I? Vootinator? No, I didn't. I did read that one, unless there's another one of his that I missed, in which case I apologize. Sorry, guys. Sometimes there's so many comments coming through these days. Sometimes I just miss them. So I'm sorry about that, but thank you so much for anybody who sent one in. And also thank Super Chat Pig, says Stephen Carl. Where is it? Mate, it's not showing up on the phone, and that's bizarre. Hold on. Let me go and do it the old-fashioned way again. Missing these Super Chats, folks. Right, una memento. No, I read that one. I fucking read that one, guys. Oh, the Cake Cadet sent another one, man. Oh, shit. I read Charlie Anthony. Cake Cadet, man, thank you so much for the super chat you've done. He says, the Dutch Stone Cold Steve Austin. No, sorry, that was Charlie's one. Cake Cadet says, do you trust the players to actually knuckle down and work hard for Ten Hag, Pig? I still worry about the mentality and the attitude of our senior players. Mate, fair enough, bro. I respect that, man. Do I trust the players to actually knuckle down? Some of them, yeah. I'm sure there'll be some bottle jobs, mate. That's what I think. I'm sure there'll be some bottlers who probably still can't be asked to lift their weight, or can't be asked to give it under 10%, or still let their confidence get knocked and let their head go down in games. I'm sure there's still going to be a couple of people like that, man. But this is what Ten Hag's got to do. He's got to weed out the losers, doesn't he? He's got to get the winners in the team. He's got to sign winners and get rid of losers. And he's also got to try and turn some of these losers into winners. So he's got his work cut out for him, man. I mean, I do question the mentality of our players, because look what happened under Rangnick. Look how they downed tools. Look how they bottled it under Rangnick. I mean, there's nothing really to be confident about with a lot of these players, man, when it comes to mentality. Daniel Lee says De Ligt. I would love De Ligt at the United, man. I think he'd be a great signing. I think we should go for him and Tielemans instead of Anthony and Lisandro Martinez myself. You don't need to worry. Ten Hag will get them buckled in, says Rajat. Piggy, can you inform me what happens just at a shag, Piggy? No, I can't, Robin, but congratulations, my friend. You're going to have to watch the video again. Rosh Barno says 264 likes. Thank you so much, everyone who dropped the like on it. Tail7 says Rashford is washed and dried. Maybe, but he only had one bad season. Before that, he was pretty good for us, developing well. He did have a really bad season, though. Do you think De Jong will be done? I'm scared of this club. I don't think so. Oh, you mean done as in... Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think it would get wrapped up bad. I like a Chinese takeaway and an Indian takeaway, to be honest with you, Pogo Game. If I had to choose one, I'll go with the Chinese. Love a cheeky little sweet and sour chicken ball, me. We need the Van der Beek, De Ligt, De Jong trio reunion with their manager. Yes, yes, indeed, Tail7. That's what I want too, mate. Get the old band back together. Division Raw says, do you think Jong will be done? I already read that, didn't I? Sorry. I'm looking at my phone and looking at this. They're coming through at different times. Jude Janus says, we can swap players with Ajax. They already sold half the team. Yeah, great shout. We can. You're right. I think they would want to get a couple of players in return. If we could loan them Diallo or even give them Eric Bailly, I think you're right. Oh, okay. Nice one, Aaron. I'll check that out at some point, lad. Sorry, I've been absolutely flat out, dude. Dutch Christ says, Malacia had 10 Ajax players in his pocket in 2019. Lovely stuff. Lovely stuff. That's probably why he wants to go get him. Mark Nurses, can we trade Tommy Chom and buy to Ajax? yeah, true. Chong may well be offloaded as well. Some reports to Feyenoord. Mike says, I think United should go for Renato Sanchez. Where did that comment go? Damn it. Sorry, I'm looking over here. Where do you think we should go for Renato Sanchez? I think he would be a great signing. Oh, okay. Thank you, Mike. Yeah, he's a good player, isn't he? Portuguese vibes. Tricky, good midfielder, quick, etc. But doesn't seem to be somebody who's linked with us at the moment. It seems like we're going for Dutch vibes at the moment. Samuel Kenneth Aaron says, please, is Malacia deal is done? I mean, we've got the latest update is that reports are that it's essentially done, as you can see from this thing down here. Van der Kraan says that it's essentially done. It's not so complicated. Should be announced in the next couple of days. So it's not done yet. No, we can't say it's a done deal yet, but it's imminent and it could well be announced soon. Thank you very much, Nas. He says, Piggy, I like your commitment doing these streams. Thank you for watching them, Nas. Yes, Sergio Romero back at United. Definitely Daniel Nickerson. He says, who's next? Jemba. Now, but the difference is Sergio Romero is actually our best backup goalkeeper in history, probably. I would like to sell Maguire, Daniel Lees. Yeah, I'll take a packet of dry roasted peanuts for the twat. Jean Felix in 23 says, Rajat. I don't know. Jude Bellingham in 23 and Delict, I reckon. Chrissy J, I am doing FIFA tonight, Chrissy. Yes, mate. Very soon in about 15, 20 minutes time. So if you guys are around, please do come and join us for the FIFA stream as well. We'll be back on in a little bit. Going in there raw, my friends. This is what we do. So make sure you come around and join us if that's what you're into. You can come and hang out with the classic FIFA posse. In fact, I'm going to just go put a link in the live chat here really quick, guys. For the FIFA stream, I'll pin it to the top. So please do, come and join us in about 20 minutes time, folks. We'll be getting on there. De Jong and Malacia done tomorrow, says Asher Katana. I hope you're right, boss. I have not tried eFootball, Daniel. Frank says, play FIFA, mate. Man United are ranked rotten. CZ Bam likes it raw. Sal next week, says E. Martial. Bellingham interest, apparently news from Germany reported by MEN. I saw that there was a report from Bild in Germany that they essentially would want £103 million from United. Thank you, Rajat Valacia, which kind of is just crazy. I don't think we're going to get him. Get Ben Foster for fuck's sake, says 0793. I'd take the cycling goalkeeper in a heartbeat, lad. It's Red Panty Night. Whip says, loving all the vids, mate. Great to watch. Stuck at home with the COVID. Oh, man, get better soon, bro. Let's get some love hearts in there for Whip. Yeah, that's absolutely gash, lad. eFootball is the boy, mate, says Daniel. Well, fair enough. You're the only person here who's genuinely worried about next season, says Kate Cadet. Nah, you're not, mate. Stop making everything about you. Everybody's worried, mate. You think the whole world revolves around you, Cake? Anyway, I have actually, Bell. Anyway, guys, we're going to have to wrap this video up. I've just seen the time. And also, we've got to get on FIFA in 15 minutes. So there's the link. It's at the top of the live chat. Come and join us. We can talk about all this there as well. But I'm going to get off and so we can get on that one, guys. So thank you, everyone, for watching. We're nearly at 300 likes, though. If you haven't hit the like, smash the like, guys. Drop a thumbs up. Nearly 300 likes. Also, we're nearly at 59,000 subscribers, so please do hit the subscribe before you go. If you're new to the channel, we're on here every day giving you the latest updates in a no bullshit way, in a concise manner. So get yourself in. The community is a bunch of legends around here as well. We've weeded out the gash merchants and the knobheads, and we're left with a great community of legends. So make sure you get yourself involved. We're on here tomorrow afternoon, around about lunchtime. Also in the evening, guaranteed shows. And if there is any breaking news or imminent, like done deals being announced by the clubs, we'll jump straight on and give you the breaking news. So make sure you click the bell icon so you get notified and when we post to go live as well, guys. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Rush Mana, you are Don. Thank you for all the updates. Check out Rush Mano's Twitter page on Twitter. As make sure you subscribe to him, guys. It's transfers_UTD. And he gives daily updates and hourly updates on the transfers and stuff, the transfer window for United. Thank you, Bell. Love you too, bro. Thank you, Pogo, Rajat, Jonathan Gallagher, United Till I Die, Lucky Singh, Whip, Paul Tierney, E. Marshall, Pogo, Nas, Rushy, Bell, Patricia, A-Bub, and everybody else as well. Sorry if I missed you at the end there, but thank you so much, every one of you, for getting in here. Come back after this is finished and get your thoughts and opinions in the not live comment section about anything. Let's keep the debate going. If I missed you, apologies. Come and have your say in the not live comments. I'll try and get back to you a bit later on after FIFA. Cheers, Stephen Carr, you legend. Thank you, Elliot Manduna, Johnny Gals, Lucky Singh, Nas, and everybody else. Come on, the Baker Brigade is growing stronger, my friend. Shout out to all the legends. Shout out to finally Manchester United looking like we're going to do some business as well. 3 players hopefully coming in before the tour at the very minimum. And Ten Hag's going to get his guys, I think, folks. Come on! See you tomorrow for hopefully some done deal news. Good night, guys. Thanks for tuning in. That's it for the United news, but we'll be back, as I say, in 10 or 15 minutes with some FIFA action on this channel. The link's pinned at the top of the live chat. If you want it again, there it is. You can continue the conversation over there with the Baker Brigade, but I'll see you tomorrow if you're not tuning into the FIFA. Also, follow us on social media at Flying Pig United on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Twitch, and check out the website, unitedflyinghigh.com. Nice one, guys. That's it for me. Have a good one. See you in a bit for FIFA, and I'll catch you tomorrow, folks.